Hi there. My name is Suhas. I'm from SAI Digital. And SAI Digital is an end to end e commerce agency. What we do is we create an e commerce strategy for our customers. Then we help them to create the visuals which would reflect their brand into the website or their e-commerce, and then we help them to implement the whole e-commerce technology on a platform that they choose. And once that is done, then we help them to run and operate their business. So with this expertise, we have done 100 plus customers. We have we have implemented B2C, B2B. We have implemented B2B2C. We have implemented marketplaces. And we now bring this experience to create something that we call Catalyzer Commerce. And we will look at it how this is useful for the B2B industry and which industries it can help. The B2B businesses have been evolving, and the pandemic has actually made that process quicker. During the pandemic, many traditional B2B businesses have suffered because of two reasons. One is the supply chain disruption, and the other one is not having the right online presence. Now, in the B2B businesses, there can be a very simple B2B business where one business is just selling to another business. There can be a very complex B2B business where there can be a trade network consisting of distributors, retailers, and then the end customers or end consumers. And this is very difficult to implement on the traditional e commerce platform. And this is where SAI's Catalyzer Commerce comes in the picture. We will talk more about it. Let's now talk about what are the industries who have the huge trade network and they sell it through this trade network. Now, we are talking about building material companies, we are talking about pharma, we are talking about automotive part, we are talking about industrial machinery, we are talking about mill products. Now, let's take a very specific example of a building material company. Now let's be even more specific and take an example of a cement industry in the building material sector. Now, cement industry normally sells through a big network and many online channel, offline channel. You have distributors, retailers, you have end consumers, you have builders. There's so many elements actually. Now, such a company has two options when they want to set up the e-commerce. One, go direct to the consumer. And the other option is to continue to have the trade network and then map that on the platform. Now, direct to consumer is a good option, but it's very difficult because you would be cannibalizing the whole trade network. And the other problem is that you would need a lot of investments into creating warehouses, into creating all the physical capabilities, into creating the fulfillment. Now, this is not really an option for everyone. So, the best option is to create the best consumer experience for the whole trade network and get them on the e commerce platform. And that is where Catalyzer Commerce helps. Let's look at what the Catalyzer Commerce does and what is it. Catalyzer Commerce is a microservices based AI driven cloud native platform. So this also means that there is very little maintenance in having a Catalyzer Commerce since it's a cloud native platform. Now, what does it do? It actually maps the whole trade network on the technology platform. Now, how does this help? This helps you to give the complete visibility through the trade network. So you have a full visibility on your supply chain. It also has a AI driven engine which helps you in the inventory management. And now this is a huge thing, having the right inventory. And this forecasting engine actually helps you to understand what the inventory with each of the trade partner should be. Now, what this platform also does is it helps you to create a B2C kind of experience. And I think this is something that every element, every buyer in the B2B industry is looking for. They want a B2C kind of buying experience, very seamless, very simple, with few clicks, you should be able to buy. Now, Catalyzer Commerce provides that. The other thing that the B2B industry is having trouble at is having the right promotions. Now, Catalyzer Commerce has a very powerful promotion engine which actually helps you to have the right promotions for your different trade networks. So, this is what, in a nutshell, Catalyzer Commerce is. It's a microservices based, modern, AI driven platform which helps the B2B companies with a large trade network to create a great consumer experience. Now, we spoke about the various industries where there are complex trade network. We also spoke about how Catalyzer Commerce helps. Now, let's talk about some of the megatrends in the B2B industry and how Catalyzer Commerce actually maps those megatrends. Now, the number one megatrend in the B2B industry is actually a consumerization of the B2B experience. Everyone is looking for B2C kind of great customer experience, and Catalyzer Commerce provide that. Number two is that having the availability of the platform to buy anytime, 24 by 7 buying. Now, this is something, since this is a technology platform, it's available 24 by 7, and anyone in the trade network actually can place order at any time. So it's available 24 by 7. Number three um, megatrend is the digitalization of the B2B processes. B2B processes are extremely complex, unlike the B2C processes. And every B2B industry company is looking to digitalize all these complex processes on the technology. And Catalyzer Commerce actually helps you in doing that. The number four trend is the direct to consumer. Now, Catalyzer Commerce does it in a different way. It basically helps you to go to direct to consumer, but without cannibalizing your trade network. And number five megatrend is marketplaces. Now, in today's world, you cannot ignore marketplaces. In the B2C industry, there are so many marketplaces like Amazon and things like that. And then in the B2B industry, the Amazon business, and there are other marketplaces. Now, there are two ways to approach the marketplaces. One, you go and build your own marketplace. That's a huge task, and that's a very difficult task. Number two, you leverage the existing marketplace. So you keep some of your goods on the marketplace. So this is something that Catalyzer Commerce helps you to do. It helps you to connect with the marketplace. And thus actually you remain current with the megatrends that are happening. And the number six megatrend that is there is actually about the evolution of the B2B businesses. Now, since the B2B business is changing, there is also the sales strategy change. And what I mean by is that new models are coming of selling. So one of the model, for example, is to add the services. When you sell the goods, you also sell the services. Now, the Catalyzer Commerce can help you in that. other thing that you can do is the subscription model. Catalyzer Commerce again helps you to do that. So basically, all these B2B megatrends that are happening currently can easily be mapped to your Catalyzer Commerce. So, and you can be very current with what's happening in the industry. With that, we actually come to the end of the talk. We spoke about a very complex B2B industry. We spoke about how Catalyzer Commerce can help. And we spoke about how Catalyzer Commerce helps you to keep current with the mega trends that are happening in the B2B industry. If you need any more information about the Catalyzer Commerce, please go to our website, SAI Digital, and you will get a lot of information there. You can also contact someone at SAI to get more information or a demo, and feel free to do that. Thank you so much.